Hello everybody, I'm glad that you could make it to see that this wedding is properly celebrated. For those who don't know me, my name's Luke, and this was a naval vessel, so I guess I should salute. Is there any feedback still? Loads, actually loads. Where do I go? Bear with me. The prospect of rustling up a speech made me nervous. I'm more accustomed to busting rhyming verses. I tried to write a speech but Jess told me it was whack, so I said, you know what, I'll do a best man rap. So I did is sat there and listened to my sprap. Yeah, that's a speech in a rap. It's great to see you here, Julia and Ben, on the HMS Love Boat, floating on the Thames. Thanks to all the parents for making this possible. You started them off. Now they're unstoppable. The venue and the company's amazing. And a big shout out to the sun for steady blazing. Taking a look at all the bridesmaids here, I think London Fashion Week came early this year. The taxi driver said, poor blimey, she's fab. A vision in white, jumping out a black cab. Then he pointed, and his finger started to wag. And he said, that boy's got swag. But enough about me, let's talk about Ben. How the two of us ended up being friends. Once upon a time, not long ago, when Postman Pat was the #1 show, there was a young lad on the Emerald Isle with the bowl haircut, straight acting wild. His mum and his dad and his bros Dom and Dan, a boy then, and now he growed up into a man. He took a big step, which proves that he's brave, and he jumped on a boat and moved to the UK. Nowadays, online we talk virtually, but the first met back in the days of university. Way back when the curtains never opened and the room was hazy because everyone was smoking. And that was just the pubs where Ben and I met, and we soon became buds. We met via Ebby, he said we should be mates for we both like similar music and to skateboard. We shared a flat in the terraces of Brum. I got a 2-2, he got a 2-1. Now, Ben's a qualified chemical engineer, and in my eyes, something of a pioneer. He studied the brewing of tea and how the balance can be upset if you release too many tannins. Scientific proof, if ever it was needed. When it comes to the tea bag, please don't squeeze it. There's a lot more to Ben than what they teach you in college, and he always astounds me with his general knowledge. I'm not too sure if he talks about it much, but he's got quite an impressive 1-inch punch. I remember when he showed me, I was like, that felt... Wait a minute, you didn't tell me you were a black belt. The bruises healed and Ben moved further afield. A job in the West Country, Bristol appealed. But it wasn't too long before he went to the capital, a visit that would be the start of something magical. A party in London and a date with fate. As Ben first got to meet Kieran's lovely housemate. When the weekend was over and Ben was back in Bristol, he phoned up his pal and said, mate, I really miss you. Kieran thought Ben was acting peculiar, but Ben just wanted to get back to meet Julia. Yeah. 7 years and much snowboarding later, and living together south of the equator. It's clear Ben's met an amazing girl. It's plain to see she really rocks his world. Julia's creative flair is very evident, but I'm still waiting for deliciously delicate. Whatever's in the pipeline, coming soon. I wish you prosperity like an economic boom. You're a match made in heaven, the stuff of dreams. Ben and Julia are like cookies and cream. But just one thing that I have to say to you, I wish you weren't so far away in Australia. I hope one day I'll be flying there. Fingers crossed, Ryanair. It's nearly that time for me to stop rapping and you to go straight buck wild and start clapping. It's time to stand up, so everybody shuffle. I want to propose a toast to the newlywed couple. Yeah. When I say Julia, you say Ben. Julia. Ben. Julia. Ben. When I say Ben, you say Julia. Ben. Julia. Ben. Julia. Yes, thank you very much.